Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Tim Friend. I'm being greeted by this old woman who seems to be a friend of mine. At least she's calling me a friend. Now she wants me to put on clothes. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. What a goof. I love it when Zelda... Like, Nintendo's such a stickler for tradition in a lot of ways with their long-running series games like Zelda and Pokemon and the Marios. It always tickles me when they switch up the formula a little bit. Maybe that's because I'm easily amused, but it still gets me, and maybe that's none of your problem. Don't judge me, donkers. So I couldn't think of any appropriately lightweight insult to call anyone who would judge me. So it's donkers. Y'all's donkers if you're judging me. But I love the little... Oh, man. It's exactly how I would feel when I get the clothes from a family member for Christmas. It's like, man, I wanted Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I wanted a video game. I did not want to get an outfit. I cared so little about... I mean, I don't know. I cared... In my own inverse way, I cared very much about how I looked. But, I never wanted to put the effort to try to look good. It's definitely not something I ever have cared about as a young person. It's something I care about slightly more now, just because ZR. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting more confident in my. Maybe I'm just. I've got a little more self-esteem, a little more confident in the way I look. I don't know, but now I care a little bit more than I used to about clothes. But when I did not care about clothes, holy balls, it was the worst to receive clothes. And I'm still like, I don't know, I'd rather choose the clothes that I like, but I have like no what's it called? No expertise in choosing like good-looking dress clothes. I have no idea what the fuck a good button-up shirt looks like on me. Sometimes I'll get in one, and Julia says, "Ooh, you look nice in that." And I'm like, yes. Or no, I don't know. Either one, whatever's correct. If I could just wear my uniform of the black t-shirt with some kind of logo on it, some kind of ironic text, then that's what I'd wear for the rest of my life. I'm just fucking getting paid for these pegs. Which makes me sound a little bit like a gigolo, I suppose. Getting paid for these pegs. It's a little joke. A little hee-hee ha-ha for you. But yeah, I don't know. I feel... I would probably feel less about clothes if I got them as a present nowadays, but... honestly, I still want to I want to mostly just buy shit for myself. I'm so bad at getting gifts for other people, because I'm so used to having, like, a pretty distant, like, not 100%, but distant enough relationship with my family that it's never been... It's been a long time since I've had people able to get gifts for me, and know what I like, if you know what I mean, like be aware of my interests and get me things that will do more than just like sit in a storage closet somewhere because I don't have the heart to throw them away, because they were clearly like, I don't know, clearly expensive gifts, but they weren't necessarily thoughtful gifts. It was just something that they thought I might like. The kind of gift like for years I got from my parents the kinds of gift that you would expect to get from like an aunt that you only see on the holidays, who clearly saw it in a store somehow, and I cannot get this pig. It's like catching a greased pig. There we go. Fucking Christ. Oh, but it's like they clearly saw it in like a store somewhere, and they also happened to be like talking about you, or they were talking to your mom recently, or your dad, or whatever. And then they thought about you, and they're like, "Oh shit, I should get something for Tim Friend for Christmas, because that's in a couple months, so I should get it now before I forget, and we have to go down to see them every Christmas, so it would look really shitty if I didn't get him a present this year, because I got him a present every other year." But yeah, I would get those kind of presents from my actual, like, not extended family, and that, I don't I'm so glad that I don't, like, now I just often just get cash. And I'm fine with that. The things that I like are so distant from what they would know to get, that I would prefer to, if I'm gonna get anything for Christmas, I'll get it for myself. Because I also, I'm like I said, I've moved. That was one of the things I said in the last episode. I've moved, I've remained, but I have literally, like, physically moved house. Now I live in a different place than I did. And it turns out that moving is a huge pain in the ass, and it gets worse the more shit you have. Yeah, like just having more physical objects makes it harder to move around, and then it makes you more aware of how much shit that you have that you don't actually use, and then how much shit you don't actually like. Like, it's... I don't know. It makes it sound like it was some kind of revelation for me. But I'm trying to buy less, I guess, ephemeral physical objects, which sounds tangential. Like, I'm trying to get more things that I will actually use, things that are less, they will sit in a storage closet and just be there forever. Like, I'm trying to be more practical in my advanced, still not 30 years old age. Man, I'm getting there, though. I'm getting there. Well, and also because I know that the place I live in is not permanent. I will eventually move again. And that means that I'll have to move all this fucking trash again. I got a telescope. The plot is about to happen. I've got to equip it. And then, oh no, motion controls. Can you tell that I have a tremor in my hands? Can you tell? I am looking at the red post box. It's right there. Look. There. Okay, I needed to look above the Birdman so that he could be directly in frame when he fucking goes berserk. Friend, the sky. Look up in the sky. It makes everyone kind of sound like Chris Draub from the C-Team. Which, if you don't know what it is and you like Dungeons and Dragons, you really owe it to yourself to go watch the C-Team. It's quite good. It's an actual play Twitch stream. Let's see. I got a very important text from my very important job. I'm very important. So, oh gosh, yes, I will be at this meeting tomorrow. Oh my gosh. This is a little joke. I did get a message from work, but I'm not very important. But maybe I'm important to you, in which case, you know what? I shouldn't get down on myself. I'm gonna be, I am important, and maybe I'll be important to this job sometime. Look, that big bird dropped a lady in some trees. Some very, very two-dimensional trees. And that's okay. Now I have to go get a sword or some shit. Let go. Hey, it didn't even hurt. No fall damage in Wind Waker? Or maybe, I don't know, I feel like that's not a thing. I feel like there is fall damage in Wind Waker. Maybe I'm just conflating it with every other game that has fall damage. And I'm like remembering, like, if you fall with enough forward momentum, you sort of turn it into a roll, like a cinnamon roll. No, I can't remember. There's just not a lot of times that you fall in this game. Not a lot of places you have the opportunity to fall where you're not falling into water, especially after you get the leaf. And the leaf acts as like a parachute. Spoilers, I guess. Oh, look, it's an old man. I have an urgent look about me. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, friend? Have you come for some serious instruction in the way of the sword? Yes, sir. But I need the sword. I want to keep it. This is something I noticed after playing Wind Waker for a long enough time. Look at how Link carries his right arm. He's a lefty, so he holds the sword in his left, but he's holding an invisible shield in his right arm. He has the same animations for no shield as he did for half shield. To a degree, at least. How play game? Oh, it's B. What am I doing? Just press only B. Right. Horizontal? I am pressing only B. Do the thing. Oh, don't lock on. Oh yeah, keep coming at me. I'm swinging. Beautiful musical notes. I do like that about Wind Waker very much. The bum 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 bum. Yeah, the rhythm, the rhyme. It's a very satisfying thing when you're able to get through someone's defenses and just wail on them and hear the rhythm. This man barely takes steps, he just kind of shimmies around. Look at this, look at his tiny feet. I also have tiny feet, man. Keep thrusting. What a good joke that never gets old. I like that it turns into a spin attack. That's a cool feeling. Oh, I just did a spin attack. Hold the B briefly. Yeah, there's no wing. There's no chargey uppy thing yet. No, I have to get the chargey uppy ability. Okay, the parry attack. This is probably my favorite ability in the game. It was so satisfying to me as a child, though, to be able to land one of these. Oh my god. Look at that go! Yeah! It felt like I was fighting. Yeah! And the jump attack. I always tried to make that one like a really good one, because I think it hits a little harder than the other abilities, but oh man, I don't know. And yet I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold. An eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, friend. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. Yeah! I hold a floaty sword. Wield it with B. You don't want to let down the kind old man who has entrusted it to you. Of course I don't. I would never want to let down that man. Alright, next time on Tim Friend, let's let down this old man. I hope you're having a better time all the time.